Ah, kumusta uli mga fans ni EFREN, BATA, REYES. At kasama na ako doon. Ang hinahanga nating The Magician. Ito, ano to throwback to na game. Ito ay 1995 pa. Semifinal. Ang kalaban niya ay si Steve MIZERAK. At US to US player. Semifinal pa lang to. Okay, umpisahan natin.
He's the best known and the most recognized name in pool, the incomparable Steve "The Miz" MIZERAK. His game is back in top form, and he's back in the semifinals of the Pro Tour Championship. And he's in against one of the best players in the world, EFREN Reyes of the Philippines. The Magician, he's called. And he's the current 8-ball champion and in the running for Player of the Year honors. Tonight from Owensboro, Kentucky, these two star players meet in a semifinal match with the winner to advance to the finals of the Pro Tour Championship.
The best player of the world daw.
Reception as we greet you from Owensboro, Kentucky, and welcome you to some serious pool, the Pro Tour Championship semi-final competition. I'm Tom Kelly, surrounded by champions. Buddy Hall to my right, and Owensboro's own pride and joy, Nick Varner. It's great to have him with us, and they'll provide the expertise on our telecast. Gentlemen, a week ago we saw one of the great semi-final matches. I tell you, Davenport and Charles, and 11-10. What a great match.
Oh, that was a wonderful match. 9-2, then 10-4, and then 11-10.
And you know, we talked, Nick, about what kind of mental toughness it takes for a guy to sit there on that chair and he's down 9-2 and then 10-5 and still fight his way back to get the win.
Well, I think that's why they call this hardball serious pool on the Pro Billiards Tour.
10-5, 9-2
I don't know if our match tonight is going to live up to it, but I tell you, the two men you're going to watch have certainly got the talent to do it. Steve MIZERAK and EFREN Reyes, the Magician. MIZERAK, I think, is the most recognizable face and form in all of pool. He's a magnificent player, and it's good to have him back in top form.
Yeah, it's really great, Tom, to see him playing great, and I know he's really looking forward to this match, and he's really got a beautiful game to watch.
All right, you've known the Miz for a long time. He can really play this game, can't he?
Oh, you have good players, then you have top players, then you have great players. MIZERAK is one of the great players.
He's going to have to be at his very best to beat Reyes, because many people think Reyes might be the best player in the world.
Well, right now, he's certainly proven it this year, Tom.
8-ball champion, and he's been in almost every show we've done, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's the #1 player on our Pro Billiards Tour, so I...
Ulitin natin yung sinabi ni Hall.
At his very best to beat Reyes, because many people think Reyes might be the best player in the world.
Well, right now...
And still fight his way back to get the win.
Well, I think that's why they call this hardball serious pool on the Pro
1992 yan, 1994, yung championship,
our match tonight is going to live up to it, but I tell you, the
Si
two men
Buddy
you're
Hall.
going to watch have certainly got the talent to do it.
Si Nick
Steve
Barner
MIZERAK
kalaban
and
niya.
EFREN Reyes, the Magician. MIZERAK, I think, is the most recognizable face and form in all of pool. He's a magnificent player, and it's good to have him back in top form.
Yeah, it's really great, Tom, to see him playing great, and I know he's really looking forward to this match, and he's really got a beautiful game to watch.
All right, you've known the Miz for a long time. He can really play this game, can't he?
Oh, you have good players, then you have top players, then you have great players. MIZERAK is one of the great players.
He's going to have to be at his very best to beat Reyes, because many people think Reyes might be the best player in the world.
Well, right now, he's certainly proven it this year, Tom.
8-ball champion, and he's been in almost every show we've done, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's the #1 player on our Pro Billiards Tour, so that pretty well speaks for itself.
Well, we had a great match a week ago. If these two guys can live up to that, it'll be some kind of a show. Glad you joined us from Owensboro. We'll be back to get it underway in just a moment.
Noong 1995, #1 daw na best player sa Pro Tour, si EFREN. Kasi kaka-champion lang niya sa US Open noong 1994. Itong taon na to, si EFREN, ano pa lang, mga 1995, 40 years old pa lang. Kaya talagang kalakasan. Yung pulso niya talagang hindi pa nanginginig or buong buo pa.
Player who pockets the 9-ball wins the rack, and the race is to 11. Whoever gets to 11 first is the winner. And now Steve MIZERAK will be the man to play first, and we'll sit back and watch one of the best that pool has ever seen. Oops, off the table. So that'll be ball in hand for EFREN Reyes.
Scratching the break, it's ball in hand anywhere on the table.
And the table is pretty well spread out, gentlemen, is it not?
Yeah, there could, when he goes from that 4 to that 5 ball, that 5's tucked a little bit under the 8 ball. That looks to be where there might be a little problem with this rack.
Reyes is the type of player that you cannot give an opportunity to.
Maybe.
He, extremely difficult. It's called the Magician. Outstanding players from the Philippines. Working in the 2-ball in the corner.
Hindi ka raw pwede magbigay ng opportunity kay EFREN Reyes.
5-ball down in the corner here. 9-ball is down toward the bottom of the, right down there.
That 4 to the 5's tough, isn't it, buddy?
Yes, it is. 4 to the 5 is real tough.
Scott Smith is our referee. He'll be seen from time to time conversing with the players.
Okay, we have the 4-ball right here. The 5 is here. He's going to have to come up and stay in this area. He's got to stay inside of the 8-ball there.
Puts the 4 in beautifully, and
Si Buddy Hall, pag nag-predict yan, halos tama eh. Ginagawa talaga ni EFREN.
there's room for the 5-ball up against the rail.
Where does he go for the 6er now?
I believe he's going to have to come right across. He's going to come across and maybe back.
Angeles City.
Native of
Looks
the
like he
Philippines.
can't bump the 8 because he might end up behind the 8.
Right, I think he's going to shoot the 5 right down in here. Bring the cue ball back out into this area here. Well, he went to that area, but he didn't take as long a route as I was pointing out.
Man, he was almost dangerously close to being behind that 8-ball, wasn't he? To
He's
coin an
got
old
it.
phrase.
You think he's going to shoot this at a soft speed here, buddy?
Well, that's what makes this shot awfully hard is having to hit it soft.
So,
That
now,
is a hard shot there.
Pulling as a touch, doesn't it?
That was a great shot.
7 in the corner, no problem.
You know, EFREN's a beautiful player to watch. He's got such great rhythm.
And the 8. Remember, Steve MIZERAK had the break and scratched the cue ball off the table, ball in hand. And Reyes just one more shove away from taking the opening rack. And he does just that. So Reyes leads 1 game to none. And now he will
pag
have the
naglaro ang mga to, lalo na si EFREN,
second rack.
kala mo napakadali ng 9-ball. Kasi pag tinignan mo sila, parang simpleng-simple lang. Ang dali-dali nilang tirahin.
We're going out.
Pero pagka
Where are we going out to?
tayo na ang tumira, wala.
Quite a few. I know there are millions
Ang
of
hirap.
people across the country that are watching you great players.
I think we're even going to the Philippines.
Could be.
Yeah,
I
this
tell you, pool is a big-time item in the Philippines, thanks largely, I guess, to this young man and his fellow players.
well, also there's a company over there and a gentleman called Jose Poyat, and he's really a great fan and sponsor of the sport. And in fact, right now the
Poyat.
Pro Billiards Tour is in negotiation with bringing the event to the Philippines, and I know Jose's involved with that, and he'll be trying to put that together. And the Filipino team that's here in America playing on the Pro Billiards Tour told me to tell Jose Poyat hello.
Si Steve MIZERAK, namatay nung May 29, 2006. Parang komplikasyon ata may operasyon siya sa gallbladder. Tapos naging obese pala siya. Umabot siya ng 400 pounds plus ang timbang niya. Sobrang laki Okay po.
Oh, and on behalf of the Pro Billiards Tour, I'd like to tell our friends in Manila, Jose Poyat, hello from the Pro Billiards Tour.
That's great. Now, Miz, has he got shot it for the one ball here? Is he going to try to make the six or what?
Well, it looks like he's going to play safe. It was either play safe or try to bank it one rail across. He elected to play safe.
Safe pala.
So Steve MIZERAK down 1-0 gives the ball to, or the cue to EFREN Reyes.
You have the one ball right here. The cue ball is in this area right here. He has to figure out a way to hit this. I think he's going to come one. He's going to come straight down 1, 2, and kick the one back up this way, trying to stick the cue ball in the area where the one ball's at right now.
Return the favor. In other words, don't leave the Miz a shot either. Huh?
Right.
Steve MIZERAK is trying to put together a senior tour.
Minsan napipredict ni Buddy Hall yung gagawin ni EFREN
He told me to come out and plan. I said they took all my milk money years ago. That's a bad
Tingnan mo.
hit. He caught the 3 ball. It was not a clean hit.
Halos ganun din ginawa ni EFREN
You don't see Reyes make too many mistakes like that, Nick. Huh?
No,
Just careless or just a bad shot or what?
well, he just came a little too short and hit the 3, but that's part of the game that's kind of made him famous in America, is his kicking game. When he came over, it really heightened the awareness of how important it is when you're kicking, because he escapes many a time on shots like that, doesn't he, buddy?
Yes, he does. Here, I believe he'll just try to go into the 5. He's going to try to play the 1 straight in here and let the cue ball bump the 5 out of the way for the 2.
Get that. Now got the 2 in the same pocket and follow it a little bit for the 3 down in the corner. Huh?
Well, Steve's been a great straight pool player, and that's kind of a straight pool shot there where you bump balls out of the way. He won 4 U.S. Opens in a row.
But you know, the man is truly a
4
legend. I mean, there
US
isn't
Open
much in this game he
in a
hasn't
row.
done, and he has been away from the
Sunod-sunod,
limelight.
4 na US
I mean,
Open.
from the television
Kaya
cameras.
hindi rin ano to si
For a
Steve.
while, his health has not been all that good, and his game hasn't really been that good. Now it's back.
right.
Although he says
Hindi
he's got a
rin
terrible
simpleng
back,
kalaban.
Well, Steve's been doing a lot of work here for the last 2 or 3 years. He hasn't really devoted the time to his game that he'd like to. But now he's decided he's going to go ahead and give it a shot and play a little bit. And here's proof of the pudding. He's playing great.
Yeah.
Well, he has such a beautiful stroke.
Galing.
Seems like he can get so much on the cue ball.
Preparasyon
with
niya sa
so little
6. Galing
effort.
Well, he's got the table set here to even this up. 1 apiece. He'll take the 7 right down in the corner, huh? And stop the cue ball there for the 8 in the other corner, and then follow it a little bit for the 9, huh?
I think so.
He could follow down for the side pocket here.
Is it?
No, you
No,
called it. He's
he didn't.
playing the
Yeah.
corner.
Muntik
Then
na.
he'll put the 8 down here, I believe, won't he, gentlemen? I would think, yeah.
Yes.
And then the 9 in the other pocket across.
You're starting to learn this game, Tom.
Oh, I'm just living proof that little knowledge is dangerous. So the Miz comes back to even it up. We're tied at a game apiece here.
1-all. 1-all. Magaling din si Steve talaga.
Games are tied at 1 apiece now, and the Miz, Steve MIZERAK, with the break. Last time he broke, why, cue ball went on the floor, and Reyes ran the table on him.
You can bet he'll make an adjustment on this one. Still cut it a little bit, didn't he, buddy?
Yes, he did. But the 8 ball in the corner, though.
He hit it
Did not
with,
make the 8. Yeah, he made the 8, didn't he?
yeah, he hit it with a good level stroke. Here we have the 1 ball. The 2 ball is this ball right here. This is the cue ball. What he has to do is he has to hit this shot and make the cue ball slow down enough in order to play position for the 2 in this side. This is a very hard shot here. He has to slow the ball down.
Or do you try to go 4 rails here?
Tignan mo yung mga sketch ni Buddy Hall na yan, yun din ang gagawin ni EFREN Sigurado. Oh.
Well, you called it, Nicky. 3 rails.
Iba.
Gotta get a break. He did.
What a great shot
Oh,
that
boy.
was. That was just magnificent
I'm
there.
going to put the 2 ball up in the far right-hand corner.
Look at how good a position he got on that 2 ball. That was a really hard shot.
He has a problem with the 4. He
Look at
handled it
that
well.
stroke.
Boy,
Look
he
at
drove
that
that cue
stroke.
ball,
That
didn't
is
he?
power there.
Now he's got the 4.
Si Steve pala tumira kanina, hindi si
What's his
Efren.
problem with the 4, buddy?
Well, he's got to play position on the 5, and he's looking to see where he's going to go. And
Can he come off those 2 rails and be right out there again, or can he? Can he come up there and come back out? Got to hit it a little harder, a little more?
Perfect.
What's wrong with that?
perfection, and that was perfect.
He's even got the nice little angle where he can just roll down a little bit.
Well, then what does he do? Does he play the 6-9 combination? Oh, no, I see. All right, okay.
Did he get
I was
far
ahead
enough
of
there?
myself. Yeah,
He
he's
may
like-
have.
Yeah, I think the 6 is dead in, isn't it?
He may have an angle to where he can touch this rail with the cue ball.
Yeah, I think he's going to draw
six
it in.
straight in. He got to try to draw it back and touch this rail, or just stick right there in that area. He wants to get closer to it. Oh, he followed it.
Needs a little hurry up on it. Needs a
What a
little hurry
nice
up.
speed.
Yeah.
Magaling din talaga si
Tell
Steve.
you what, he's made a nice out here, buddy. If he gets the 7-9 in, which looks like it's pretty well routine now, but boy, there's a great rack here. That's a confidence builder, this rack point.
I would imagine, and we should talk about that a little bit, as magnificent a player as he is, and as magnificent as he has been, his heart's got to be pumping just a little bit quicker than that.
Galing.
Beautiful run by the Miz. MIZERAK makes it 2-1 now.
Juan,
That'll
lamang
be
na
cute,
si
and the
MIZERAK.
ball's on the table beautifully, and he'll be back to break the rack again. He's still
Mahusay din talaga.
feeling it, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody feels it.
Tapos,
If they say that.
mahusay kasi sabi nga ni Nick Barner, sabi niya,
Semifinal competition.
won 4 US Open in a row.
And the banks of the
Ibig
beautiful
sabihin,
Nick Barner.
pagkasunod na US Open.
Knowledgeable,
Apat.
very attentive pool fans looking on. Here's the break from the Miz.
Yeah, it's great to play in this tournament in my hometown and be able to sleep in my own bed at night.
Isn't that nice? That is nice. Gonna make the...
I believe he's okay.
Yep.
Looks like the key here is when he playing position from the 3 to the 4, buddy.
Right. He's got to come out here for the 3 ball in this corner pocket. Now, the 4 is laying right here. It looks like the only available pocket is there for the 4.
That's
So
where
he
the
has
8 is, isn't it? Oh, I see. Play it the other way.
Right.
Put the 3 back up there, and does he draw the cue ball back for the 4?
No. He played the right angle. He'll just come off the side here and to the side rail and back down this area here for the 4 in this pocket.
Yeah, he's got the perfect angle to do that.
And he's got that 8 ball down in the corner
He's
pocket.
got to be careful he don't
Yes, he
foul.
does.
He's kind of caught in a trap here.
Yeah,
he
he
needs
is
to
a little
bend
bit.
over to reach
Yan ang
it.
mahirap
And
sa
there's a lot, let's be honest, there's a
medyo
lot of
malaki
speed
ka.
to bend over. Look, he's kind of...
Kasi ma-foul ka, ma-touch mo yung ibang bola. Oy, may bola pa doon sa ilalim mo.
For that, Miz.
Wala lang.
You may have heard me say that.
Mawala ka sa parang focus mo sa pagtira kasi iniingatan mo ngayon yung tiyan mo. Baka dumapo or matouch niya yung ibang bola.
Tough shot instead of an easy shot.
Foul ka agad. Si Efren ka agad ng titira.
Worried about... No, he's well clear of that now. If he can just settle down and realize that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
He's glad
Galing.
that shot's over with.
Ryan, you want to know something? Because my voice carries, I realize that, and I'm glad that he made that because he kind of stepped away from that shot when I said that it might be a little late for him to brush that off. So I'm glad it all worked out for him.
I think he's got to go between the 9 and 8 here. Oh,
Oh, he didn't aim to do
Galing.
I don't
no,
think so.
I don't like that.
that. He's left himself a real hard shot on this 5.
Yeah.
He'll probably play it in that left corner and have the cue ball just bounce off the right rail and play the 6 on the side. But just he's mostly interested in concentrating on pocketing the 5 ball here.
That's the first business final way up in the corner on the left. What a great counter shot that is. Beautifully.
Boy, he's playing
Beautifully
good,
done.
isn't he, buddy? He's playing good.
Galing ah.
Pocketing balls good.
That went right in the center of the hole.
Buddy, the 8 ball right down here, does that give him any kind of a problem with the 9 ball being there?
What it does, he has to strike this rail and come back over. So the only thing he has to really worry about is his speed, his cue ball speed. Which he's in good shape, I believe.
Beautiful. Well, for a left-hander, that's not the easiest of shots. He's going to have to go get the bridge, isn't he?
Right, he has his own bridge. He brings it with him. He likes it because he can maneuver it around, stretch it out. And very lightweight.
1995, tapos yung larong yan, 1995. Si Steve MIZERAK, pinanganak noong 1944.
The name in the same pocket.
Beautifully done.
Ano siya?
So it would appear that
44, 95, 51 years old siya dyan. Si EFREN, 40.
over EFREN Reyes. Nicely done. The Miz goes up 3-1.
3-1. Medyo bumulusok si Steve, ah.
That 5 ball beautifully played all the way up to the corner in great position on the 6, and from there he ran the rack, and we'll be back. So the semifinal competition
Medyo ginalingan ni Steve.
3-1 over
3-1.
the Magician, and it's MIZERAK at the table for still another break. And with Nick Varner and Buddy Hall, I'm Tom Kelly here on Prime from Owensboro, Kentucky, and the Miz is playing every bit as good as advertised. He's really showing some clever manipulation of cue and ball. Needs a break. Not going to get one here. Well, came up empty, huh?
Sure did. Well, he hit him hard, too. And square.
And so Reyes now comes to the 4, and he's got both the cue ball and the 1 ball at that end of the table. What kind of a shot has he got on that 1 ball, buddy?
Well, it doesn't
If
have
any,
much.
huh?
He may be able to bank the 1 out here, bring the cue ball down into this area right here.
I mean, you're talking, if it goes in, great, but let's just play it safe, huh?
Yeah,
Is that what he's...
I believe he's going to have to play safe.
Both of you men competed in this tournament that is in its semifinal stage and played well. Neither one of you played the Magician, huh? Did you play Reyes, Nick Martin?
No, I didn't play him
Did you,
this
buddy?
time.
You didn't have to play
No.
him either.
No.
Well, he's kind of, has he given the Miz a headache or two?
Buddy Hall at saka si EFREN, hindi pa naglalaro.
He only has one. Only
Hindi
one
ata
shot that I can see.
Lay it out for us.
ano sila sa tournament, nagkalaban o naglaro sa tournament. Si Nick Varner, oo, yun ang tinalo niya noong 1994.
Beautiful. Great shot.
Beautiful. You better, got a bad
Patay.
kiss there. Got a bad kiss. Well, he'd have had that 1 ball buried and the cue ball back down behind the 3, and he got a bad bounce, didn't he?
Right, he had to make his cue ball go around the 2. We call that curving our rock.
Well, the Miz has got most of those shots.
Yeah, I believe he's just going to play this ball across the side. And this is the ball that he has to play position on.
Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin ni Magician dyan.
The 7, so I believe he'll just shoot this across the side. No, he's ducking. Evidently.
Pakita siya ng magic siguro dyan. Ah! Pinaano niya doon, no? Pinagapang niya doon sa kabila. Mali yung prediction ni Buddy Hall na cross side.
All he had to do is shoot and stop making it. There's no reason for that.
Can he get the 2 ball past everything?
Yeah, it goes past the 7, I believe.
He's got a little bit of a
Kaling
problem.
talaga ni Magician.
2 to the 3, then the 3 to the 4, and then the 4 to the 5. That's a real tricky combination of 4 balls there.
Right, he has to play the 2 in here. He has to play position.
Kaya kanina sabi ni Nick Varner, nung dumating daw si EFREN sa US,
Great possession.
doon na napag-isip-isipan ng mga mga US players na kung gaano ka importante o kahalaga ang kick shot.
He shoots the
Kung
3.
gaano kang malaking tulong sa
Right, he has to be
laban
straight in on the 4.
kung marunong ka o magaling ka sa kick shots.
Yeah, and then, but he has to break up this combination, doesn't he? Or does he?
No. He doesn't have to break it up. He just wants to fall close to the rail. Well, no, he's doing something.
Si EFREN ang unang player talagang nagpakita dyan sa US ng kick shots.
Or plays cue ball over to here.
Nung taon ba siya dumating? 80s at
Well, he
1981 ba yun?
cut shot a moment ago. There's no reason to believe he can't cut that in the corner. And he does. Now, how about, can he make the 5 where it is?
Yeah.
Huh? Slip it past the 9, huh? Man, that cut shot back in the corner, that was... You know, that pocket has been a problem. A week ago, we saw balls 11, 4, 10. And Archer, they just got more room rattlers in that corner pocket. As you watch Reyes working on the 6 ball, cuts it back in, comes back perfectly for the 7 ball. He beat Harriman and Kennedy and Morris and Wetch and Rempe, and that's a pretty good run. So taking it to the semifinals, and now he's just put the 8 ball on the side and the 9 ball, and we're going to have it down to
Si
3-2
Rempe
in
pala
games
kalaban
here in
niya
this
sa
first race
bago
to
mag-semifinal. Bago
Well, you can
laban na
bet
to.
all the TVs in the Philippines are wired to this match right here.
And he does it.
Yun, Pizzo.
Now 3-2 in favor of the Miz. And EFREN Reyes, the magician, 8-ball champion currently. He won the U.S. Open 9-ball a year ago. 94 defended that title quite well earlier in the series.
Boy, since he won the U.S. Open last year in September, he's had an unbelievable
Great
run.
string, unbelievable. Yeah, he won the 9-ball, and then he lost out to the young man from Jackson, Mississippi, Reed Pierce. What a great match that was. And he has been very, very tough on the tour. This guy can play, make no mistake about it. Here he is now, down 3-2. It's his break. It was a 9.
Sino may sabi na ano,
We.
mahina si EFREN sa break. May pumapasok ang bola, oh.
And the 2 ball is up on the other side, and the 3 ball.
They play the 2 ball in here. This is the
Ano lang, hindi gaano niya nilalakasan pero may technique siya.
The 4 ball is laying over against this side.
Meron pa akong napanood na ano, sino ba yung kalaban niya.
Down the opposite corner.
Tuwing break niya, yung 1 ball pumapasok sa side pocket.
The 4 all the way down.
Halos ganun eh.
6 ball, gentlemen.
Ulit-ulit
Ball,
eh.
Put that into the table. We can go to a new rack. You agree with me?
Yeah, I think he'll play the 6-9 combination. What do you think,
I do
buddy?
too.
It depends on where he lands.
Well, he has the cue ball up there, and it would appear he's going to because he's got the 5 ball next. That'll be in perfect position. I don't think he goes by the 6. I think that's the last of it.
Got to be a little careful here. Oh, he's going opposite-handed. He's going
Kaliwa.
left-handed with this shot.
Is that something? I mean,
Kinaliwa niya.
he probably
Ang galing ni Bata talaga.
Now you think,
Switch hitter.
you think he'll bank the 6 off the rail or shoot it straight into it?
I think he's going right into the 9.
You
Just
bet.
didn't I call that about 4 balls ago? Didn't I say that? We're deadlocked at 3 apiece. All right, Reyes comes back. He and the Miz are deadlocked at 3 apiece as you watch him now with a replay of a shot and sets it up perfectly for the 6 and follows, puts the 9 ball in the corner and wins the rack.
He's a technician on this pool.
Si EFREN, yung kaliwat kanan niya na kamay, pareho lang galing eh.
Back on service.
Parehong magaling
For
eh.
a tennis match, you'd say that. Reyes and MIZERAK each has given away one of the racks, and they're dead even at 3 apiece. Here's Reyes now. He's come back to catch MIZERAK after being 3-1.
He hit those squares.
Oh, pumasok na. Oh, dalawa, tatlo pa.
Cue ball never even hit a
Ang
rail.
galing.
Boy,
Well, look at this layout. I'd like to play these myself, but
I might be able to play those, Nick. Wait a minute. If it's that easy, let me do
Tapos,
it.
scattered pa yung mga bola, oh.
Here, strike the side rail, bring it back over here.
Got the 3 ball
For the
sitting right in the
3
middle of
ball
the
right
pocket.
here.
Unbelievable. What a break. Reyes looking to take a 4-3 lead. He's called the magician. Both men played beautiful. Each has had one.
Kaya hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na mahina si EFREN sa break eh.
Get on the table.
Tatlo pa pumasok.
He's taken advantage of it, and now Reyes looks to go ahead in what has been a 3-3 contest. Semifinal
Ubos na yan.
competition, we're in Owensboro, Kentucky,
Si EFREN pa.
just south of Indiana, northern city here in Kentucky on the banks of the Ohio. Nick Barner, Owensboro's pride and joy, sitting next to me. He was in the tournament. Buddy Hall, the rifleman, one of the two veteran champion players of this game. He's got a little place that he's opening up down in Tampa, Florida. Come by and play 9-ball with him one of these days.
When are you going to have that open, buddy?
Well, it's really open now. Things are starting to pick up pretty good. It's a new business of mine called Hot Shots. I like to say hello to everybody down there too.
Good. We wish you great success with it. Very nice. Boy, I tell you, this guy
Ubos.
doesn't. He made one careless shot a while ago when he
Ubos ang bola.
the Miz the ball in hand, but since then he seldom makes
Ang galing.
Here's awfully tough. And the Miz looks at him and says, I think his face probably mirrors what we were saying. This kid can play, and make no mistake about it.
Lamang na si EFREN. 4-3 na.
Reyes, tough to fault. Reyes leads 4-3 as you look at the stats. Balls pocketed, almost even. I mean, considering them playing, balls missed, no. Scratches on the break, one by the Miz. Kicking errors, one by Reyes. Those were the two miscues I spoke of. And the rest of it has been. Look at the statistics.
Pag si EFREN nasa kondisyon, talagang upo ang kalaban.
Possible, perfect.
Hanggang matapos, nakaupo lang ang kalaban.
64 years, and that's close to perfect pool.
They have played excellent, and each has made a mistake. Each has capitalized on it. And Reyes now leading 4-3 as the break.
Oh. Oh, dalawa.
That's great.
Boy, he is.
Galing.
Table's leaking.
Huh? Are you kidding?
Tatlo na naman ata pumasok.
The ball's flying in pockets everywhere.
Look at these balls. 1, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Yeah.
There's not much to this racket. Just got to make sure he gets to the end rail or all the way back one.
This is even easier than the last racket. It was such a great break.
Is that a beautifully played cue ball there when he laid that right against the rail, buddy? Huh? Huh?
Yeah,
I mean, it gives him perfect position for the shot, doesn't it?
he plays great position. He plays the cue ball very well. He used to play a lot of billiards, and that helps his cue ball as far as playing position.
Oh, he just got such marvelous speed control.
Well, we're not going to fool around here. I'm going to call it again, fellas. He's going to play this combination and put the 9-ball away.
Combination.
Hello. Hello.
This combination's that path.
Old sure thing, Kelly. Well, Reyes has taken a 5-3 lead now in the race to 11. Remember, the winner of 11 games will go on to play the championship against Kim Davenport, young man who a week ago you saw him battle Archer in 11-10, come from a 9-2 deficit, a 10-4, 10-5 deficit to beat Archer 11-10.
What
One
an
of the
exciting
great matches.
match that
It
was.
truly was a great match, and both men played brilliantly, beautifully. And in fact, some of the fans were muttering after the game, you know, Archer didn't really lose it, Davenport just won it.
That's right.
That's the kind of a match it was. Well, Reyes again,
He may have come up dry that time.
and he may have scratched. No, he didn't.
He corner hooked him.
Oh, boy.
He corner hooked him.
And the Miz is saying, a fine thing. This is.
Yeah, he caught a lucky break there, huh, buddy?
Yes, he did. Miz is not a happy camper right at the minute.
He has,
Walang pumasok na bola.
Hit the one ball.
No, I don't
Ang
believe
hirap
there's any
naman
record
ng
to hit it.
What did he run? 4 racks?
forma
in a
ng
row?
bola.
Yeah. It was 1-1.
He ran 4
Came back
racks.
and ran 4.
This is the cue ball right here.
Tapos,
This is the one. He is
Yung
actually
cue ball,
blocked by this
malapit na sa
point
butas.
right here. He can't even hit
Talaga
the one.
naman. Pag
I
minalas-malas
don't know
ka,
what he's-
parang
he has to push out.
kakalabanin ka ng mga bola.
It really gives Reyes a problem. Reyes may say, go ahead and play it. Steve."
Walang pumasok ng break ni Reyes.
It's just
Dry break. Pero
This is a legal push
That's
out.
about the best he could
ang
do.
pangit naman ng forma ng bola ng
Efren's got a pretty good shot. He can either play safe or he can play that ball cross corner.
he's
layout
gonna
ng
try
bola,
to
hindi
hook it. He's just
maganda
gonna
para
bank the
kay
one over
Steve.
to this area. bring the cue ball down this area right here to play safe.
Tingnan natin kung susundin ni Efren. Oh, tama.
You got it on the button.
Ang galing.
And I tell you,
Perfect call.
it's amazing control of that cube.
Perfect call daw.
I mean, that thing could
Perfect
have
call.
stopped anywhere in here, and instead it just drifted back down and out of sight, huh?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, what about Liz? Can he bank it off here and hit it, or what?
No, he's going
Will
to
he go the other way?
He'll go the other way. He'll probably kick 2 rails at this ball. He'll either come in 2 rails to here or 2 rails to there.
Diyan mahina ang
Or he may
mga
curve the
US
ball.
players
Again,
nung
I think he's
araw.
gonna play the 2 rail
Kick
shot.
shot.
Mizerak defeated Martinez, Hobson,
Yeah, he's
Kiddo,
playing. He's playing.
Davenport.
Davenport pa, tinalo niya.
It's a
Jimmy
double
Watts,
elimination
tinalo
tournament,
niya.
remember? Oh, ball in hand.
Foul.
Down
Ball in
5-3.
hand.
The Miz
Ni
has
Efren.
given Reyes ball in hand. How's the table set up for him, gentlemen?
Key's going to be going from that 2 to the 3.
What he's going to do, he'll play the cue ball all the way over to this side rail. See, he played it different than what I would have played the cue ball all the way to the side rail here and then played 2 rails down and played the 3
Played
over here.
different daw.
What will he do? Will he cut this down in the corner?
I think he
Pangiting-ngiti lang si magician yan.
fall straight in on that 2 where he could go straight down table toward the pocket. He's going to play it, and he's fallen in a little bit of a tough position.
He's got to really juice his rock.
I mean, he's not going to have much of a shot at that 3, is he?
Yung mga taon na yan,
He fell right
pag may
again.
tournament,
It was a nice shot.
talagang kinakatakutan nila si Efren.
Well, that was a small window there.
Pag mapalaban sila kay Efren doon sa tournament na yun,
Looks in the cracks. He really did.
kakaba-kaba sila na matatalo. Ang galing.
4 ball in the side, 5 ball up in the corner. He's got to come back for the 6. Nope, gonna put the 5 in there.
O, boss na naman to.
See, stupid me. I'd have had the 5 ball in that corner up there and the cue ball in Poughkeepsie. He'll bring it right back down, won't he? Yeah, look at that.
He may be too far down.
Well, the way he can cut the
galing.
ball, though, it's just...
No, ngiti-ngiti lang, oh.
That's what he gets to do. He has to go on very thin here.
Ang ngiti-ngiti lang si magician, eh. Sabi na, panalo na naman ako dito sa game na to.
That's something.
Ang galing. Yun. Ubos
Ball
na.
on the side, the 9 ball in the corner, and he's up 6-3.
Talagang pinabanda pa niya. So, straight na straight. 6-3.
This lead 6-3 over Steve Mizerak.
Pero mo,
in
ah.
the semifinal
Kanina
competition.
3-1 eh. Lamang si Mizerak ng dalawa.
Championship on Prime continues.
Ngayon,
Reyes now
6-3.
with quite a run, 6-3 over Mizerak. They were deadlocked
Limang
at 3.
panalo na dire-diretso.
Reyes has taken charge of this
5 in a row.
event. Continues to
Na
break the
panalo.
balls beautifully. And gets,
Oop.
a lucky
Pero may
break
pumasok
every
na naman.
every
Lucky break na
game
naman.
again. But of course, good players, and he is certainly one of the best, make their luck. And he is very capable of taking advantage of it. The only time Mizerak got off the stool to come play, he was hooked by the corner and really couldn't do a shot and ended up giving the ball in hand to Reyes, and he ran the table.
Yeah, all he's got to do is get straight in on the 3 and just shoot and stop. 1, 2, straight in. Boom.
Puh. Talagang napakahusay.
He makes that cue ball do everything but talk. Four just hanging there.
Well, he sure had some beautiful breaks in this match.
Hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
I hate to denigrate the great talent this guy's got, but some of these breaks I might be able to make 2-3 of those balls, buddy. I know you two guys that run the table, so it is not surprising that he is. Any problem with the 7 and 6? No problem, huh?
No.
Nothing at all.
Just back it up a hair.
Wala yan. Hindi problema kay EFREN yan. Nak.
Is that what you had in mind?
Yep.
Now he'll try.
Kaliwa na naman.
Is he any good left-handed? What do you think? I tell you. Put a blindfold on him. Steve MIZERAK, one of the very best, sits and watches. Not much Steve can do. He can't get to the table.
Patay.
Playing great, but he just can't win from that chair.
No. It is
Wala.
now 7-3.
Nanonood na lang si Steve.
Before you think it's over, though,
R.I.P.
remind you of our semifinal
Rest
match
in
of a week
peace,
ago
Steve.
when Davenport, who's the defending champion in this event, was down 9 games to 2 and came back to win it 11-10. The match you saw last week, and what a great match it was. So, if you're a MIZERAK fan, have the faith that he can get up off that stool and get back on the table.
Biniro siya. Ni
For a
referee.
moment there, everybody, if you're a MIZERAK fan, was hoping that Reyes had hit it with the end of the cue and missed everything.
Pumasok.
Balls going.
Oh, may dalawa.
3 balls going.
Dalawa na naman. Tatlo. Hindi, dalawa lang pumasok.
All he's got to do is bring the cue ball to this area right here. He's got to shoot the 1. in
Talagang
this pocket.
magaling
He'll
si,
strike this
ano.
rack and come back to this area. If he does that, this rack is pretty much over.
He seldom makes a mistake, and Buddy Hall acts as though he wrote the script for him. He's diagrammed it
He
perfectly.
would've-
A little bit far?
A little short.
He would've
Little
liked-
short.
He seldom made the mistake daw.
He's going to have to, I believe, go 3 rails on this.
Madalang magkamali.
Between the 4
Si
and the
EFREN.
6,
Puro sure ball.
Is that some kind of talent?
Talent.
4 up there, the 5 hanging
Inborn.
in the corner.
Inborn
6 and
talent
8
yan.
up there.
Ikaw ba naman matutulog sa taas ng lamesa? Lamesa ng pool.
Boy, he spins that cue ball around, doesn't he? Huh?
Yes, he does.
And the 6 will it go by the 8 up there?
Yes.
Plenty of room, huh?
No problem. All he got to do is just bump the side rail,
Wala.
come out, shoot the 8 straight
Maganda
in.
na naman ang
Throw it back
ano
on
ng
the
bola
back
eh.
line.
Maganda yung pagka-arrange ng bola. Yung 9, no, nandyan lang. Pabanda lang niya kunti yan. Oh, okay na.
And the 9 ball.
Talaga naman.
Reyes leading 7-3.
7-3 na.
To take and does an 8-3 advantage over Steve MIZERAK in the semifinal competition. The winner goes on to play for the championship.
8-3 na.
So EFREN Reyes with a lead of 8-3 in games played in the race to 11 here in this semifinal competition gets up to come back for the break. And Steve the Miz MIZERAK across the way looks on. Not much he can do about it. When given an opportunity, he's played brilliantly, but Reyes
Wala.
just won't let him get to the table.
Audience na lang talagang spectator na lang si Steve.
Won't let him get to
He won't.
Wow.
Pag nasa mood, nasa kondisyon si BATA, manonood na lang yung kalaban.
Seemed to separate very well. And he hooked Steve again. He didn't make
Tatawa
one that
lang yung nasa likod, oh.
He's going to have to push out again.
Steve said, what's Steve say?
Inano niya yung nasa likod. Natatawa lang si
He may have a shot
BATA.
at the 1. If he can hit the 1,
Hindi,
he may be
palabiro
able to
din
play
yan
down
si
the corner.
Steve.
From shooting 985. Look at that stat.
Is that something?
985. That's
And the Miz is shooting 90%, but every time he gets up, these are hooked or has no
Ang
shot.
mainitin lang ang ulo si Strickland.
67 balls to 27.
Pero ang
And
iba,
mistakes,
pa-
kicking
ano lang
error.
naman.
MIZERAK's had 2.
Bibiro lang.
Reyes has had 1. Few mistakes in this match. The Miz just hasn't had a chance to play. He doesn't want this shot.
Talagang ano, ang malas naman ni Steve.
I wouldn't
Pag
wanna
siya
do
nang tumira, wala namang mga butas yung titirahin niya.
He's going to shoot straight into the 9 like cue ball all the way to the end rail.
Push.
Push up. Mr. Reyes
Push up.
has the option.
Well, a player of Reyes' ability, that's not a big-time problem there, is it? Just a lot of green.
Maganda lang kay
Well,
Efren,
it's a hard
parang
shot to make.
kahit nakatago yung bola, parang
He's got
kitang-kita
a
pa rin
shot
sa kanya.
here. This is the two
Dahil sa
ball.
mga kick
Now,
shots
he has to be
niya.
careful. He
Yung
may
mga
bump the two, or he may be able to come up and
yung
back
galing niya
down
sa kick shot.
for the two. But this is a real hard shot. He might even give this shot up.
Pwede niyang ibigay uli kay
He's
ano,
gonna shoot.
kay Steve.
He may bump the two a little bit with his cue ball. He may not. But if he plays the high ball, he's got to play the
Titirahin
one and the
talaga
two.
niya.
It looks like in the same pocket.
I think he did give it up.
He's trying to hook him with the four.
He did give it up.
Oh,
He plays
kita.
safe.
Is that what
Or
the
hindi
players
rin.
call it? Be ducked?
Mukhang
Yes,
hindi rin
it is.
kita.
Has the Miz got a
Kita
chance
man,
to
konti
get the
lang.
Miz up to play some pool here now or what?
Yeah, he's got a
Gonna
bank shot.
play safe, I think.
He's down 8-3. How can you play safe?
No, Buddy was right. He's banking.
Ba, galing.
Nice shot.
Nice one, Steve.
He's got a shot. I believe the three passes the 7-2. He's okay here if he just get past. He needs to come all the way to the rail with this one.
Why did you think he was going to play safe, Nick? He's got to get up and make some balls, doesn't he? You can't let this guy get ahead of him or it's going to be kitty bar the door. Good night, Irene, and everything else.
Well, the angle, I just didn't think he could bank
Didn't
it.
think he could make it, huh? But he did it beautifully. No.
He got
What's
tough
he
here.
going to do
He's
now?
he's in trouble
Yeah.
right here.
And he went down too far.
He's in trouble.
I'd just try to cut it in that right corner.
Try to cut it in this pocket, but the only problem is you have this pocket here is giving you a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to elevate. If he can elevate his cue to hit the rail here, then he has a shot. He's in a tough spot.
He can't bank it right straight back across.
I don't think so.
No, he looks like he's looking to make it.
He's going to have to miss the side pocket with the cue ball.
That's what he's worried about. Can he miss it?
Do you think that's a
Yeah.
dead scratch if he goes to cut it in the end?
Okay, he may be banking it across the corner.
I hope he does that. Oh, no. he
Playing
tried to
safe
put
is
his
what he
play in
elected
safe.
to do.
Safety,
He's
huh?
trying to get him with the four.
Ba, ang galing ha. Tagong-tago din ha.
He did a pretty good job of it, didn't he?
There's a nice shot there.
Yeah.
Now, one thing you have to
Diyan
be careful
makikita
there.
natin magic ni
If he crosses over that
the
three
magician.
ball, that cue ball is going to be headed right toward the nine, buddy.
And he has a shot here. I'd like to show you what it is here, what I think he's going to try to do. He's going to try to go 1-2 rails behind. He's going to try to kick 1-2 into the back of the three ball, which is right here, and knock the 5 into the 9.
Magaling din mag-predict to si ano.
He's looking at that shot. He's going
Heard
to
it
play
here
a
first, friends. You heard
what
it
he's
here
gonna
first,
play.
and he may just get it done. He is so good.
Ay,
He
wala.
went straight into it. He was trying to go.
That's
Oh.
right.
Pero ganun nga gusto
And I
niyang
don't
gawin
know if
din.
he-
Yung
he
inano
didn't
ni
make
Buddy Hall.
much of a shot here anyway. But that's exactly what he had in mind, didn't it? Well, you know, up 8-3, he's got a little leeway, certainly.
Miz will try to put him behind the 4 again, don't you think, Tom?
I don't know.
I think that's what he's going to do.
Oh, he got kissed by the 5. That's
Patay.
bad. Boy, this table's fast becoming all set up for race.
Giveaway na
I
naman.
thought he might spin up one rail with English. but
Giveaway na naman para kay Efren.
That's what I thought. I didn't know he was going to try to. I thought he'd go 1 rail up behind the 4.
I got lucky na naman.
Look at
I
that.
think the corner
Scratch.
pockets in
Ay,
Wow.
swerte. Swerte ni MIZERAK.
He did.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't had many breaks, and now he's got to take advantage of this one. And then chalk on the stick. Chalk your cue. Yeah, look at that serious pull. Reyes cuts that in beautifully, and look at, what'd you say, Nick? The corner pocket got in the way.
Been there for 100 years, hasn't it?
got in the way in one of my matches too this tournament.
Ooh, ooh,
He's got to be below it. He didn't get below it.
ooh, that it's not.
He didn't get below it. He needed to be below the 5. He's in tough
How
spot.
does he get the cue ball back here for the 6? What does he do?
It's very hard to do from where he's at.
Look at that.
Oh, he ran into the 8. It would have been a
Oh, it
perfect
would have been
shot.
an
but he
ideal
hit the
shot.
8. He played bad position to the 5.
Yeah, and he almost pulled it off with a great shot, but he, as you say, the 8 ball caught him. Now, what's he going to do with the 6? Will he bank it down here in the corner?
I believe he'll just try to thin it and bring the cue ball down 2 rails behind the 7.
Ganda sana hindi akalain ni Steve na babangga doon sa 8.
If he just thins that and gets it over near the pocket,
Dapat kung hindi bumangga doon sa kabilang gilid ang
table.
Right,
cue ball.
He's going to try to get behind the 7.
Oh, he knocked her right toward the hole.
Yes, he
Yeah, I would have went to the other side of it.
Boom.
Well, he's pretty lucky. Left him upstairs, being straight in.
Yeah, if he wasn't on top of that 9, he'd have an easy shot.
Well, he's not exactly straight.
Tingnan
He's got
natin
a
kung
little
anong
angle, so he's
gagawin
got-
diyan ni
It's by no means a bargain.
kung anong gagawin ni Bata.
Foul the 9 ball and his follow through here.
Ah,
Oh, the 8's getting in the way. Now he cleared it.
walang mahirap kay Bata eh.
Will he cut the 7 over in the left hand or the right hand corner?
Left hand, I believe.
Left hand. Can he get it by the 8 to do that? I guess he can. Huh?
Yeah, he played right there beside the 9.
He might play the 9.
Whoa!
That's the first miss in the match by, I think, either player.
Well, he had one. He had one where he gave a ball in hand to MIZERAK.
Miz has a bank here. All he's got to do is hit and stick. I mean, I think that's what it looks like.
Gonna have to bank this cross side. But Miz was hoping to maybe shoot something straight in there.
If
Cross
I were
side.
he, I would have hoped that.
Oh,
No.
He
It went too wide.
Patay na.
played it wide. He didn't have to play it wide.
Well, I don't think Reyes will give him another opportunity in this rack.
Tinaatras pa.
Reyes is looking to go up 9-3. MIZERAK had some chances. They weren't great chances, but he had an opportunity.
Well, last week we saw 1-9-2 come back.
Galing. Galing.
Now Reyes, beautiful position with the cue ball, brings it right down, and the 9 ball in the
Sa
corner,
pos-
he leads 9-3 in the race to 11 as you're watching semifinal.
Sa positioning talaga magaling si EFREN. Isa sa pinakamahusay mag-position ng cue ball to si EFREN.
In the race to 11, he has the
Kick
cue in
shot.
hand and
Napakagaling.
breaking this rack. MIZERAK has had trouble getting up to the table, and in the last rack, when he did, he really didn't have much in the way of easy shots, and he kind of complicated his problems by taking some bad position on a
Oh,
couple.
Watch out, 9.
Oh boy.
may pumasok na naman, bola.
Ball comes slicing across there. You know, he may not have a
Kaya
shot.
mali yung mga
In fact, he does have a shot
sabi
here.
ng
Can he
ibang
play that 3 off
mga
the 8
ano,
toward the
commentators
pocket
or
where the
mga
9's at here,
players
buddy?
pa.
Right, that's what-
Na si EFREN mahina daw sa break.
He'll hit
Tingnan mo, ito yung break niya. Minsan, tatlo, dalawa, pumapasok.
this way and sending the cue ball around.
Are you kidding me? How do you make a shot like that?
Ulitin.
Maybe shoot something straight in there.
Ay, nasumobra.
If I were he, I would have hoped that.
9.
Oh boy.
That ball
Yan,
comes slicing
ulitin na
across
din.
there. You know, he may not have a shot. In fact,
He does have a shot here. Can he play that 3 off the 8 toward the pocket where the 9's at here, buddy?
Right, that's
A
what-
kiss shot.
Okay, what he'll do is he'll hit this side of the three, knocking it over this way and sending the cue ball around.
Ang galing.
Are you kidding me?
Galing.
How do you make a shot like that?
He got unlucky. He got a kiss. Well, he knew that there was a chance that
I got lucky ba yun?
into traffic.
Hindi ah. Talagang tira ni Efren yun.
What can he do with this?
Not much.
Safe, I think.
Well, it's not
Combination.
much. Yeah,
Sabagay,
before
wala-
it's not
wala pa rin
much, but
butas.
the Miz- what am I, the combination guy? Was that?
Yeah.
Did you see that
Combination
pic? It's a
eh.
combination
Mahirap
family on the
dito
back
sa
side.
9 ball.
All right, Cal, you
Better
go,
get on
pero
the
layo
ball
eh.
here, Tom. This is your shot.
Pwede rin.
you go do this one time, combination. See if the Miz can pull it off. Oh, he's going for the 9.
Kunti.
He might have left him a billiard.
Medyo kulang yung ano,
Enough of that and spin that cue.
or sumobra yung pina. Kulang yung pina.
I think he hit just the right side of the four, draw the
Yung
cue
cut
ball
niya,
right into the nine.
medyo kulang pag cut niya.
Maybe he can't hit enough of it. Maybe he can't hit enough of it. No.
He
Made a
didn't.
bad hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a ball in hand for the Miz. Boy, the Miz is going after this like a hound dog goes after a bone. Talking his way into this one.
Yun, dalawa pa pumasok. Napakadali ang pagkapanalo ni ano yun sa game na yun.
Take a look here. As you watch again. What do you say? Something like even Kelly could make this one? He probably did. And I don't know that I could have. At any rate, it is now 9-4. Reyes in one of his infrequent errors. I thought for a minute he was going to pull it off. Bust it right off and just throw that cue ball right into the 9. 9-4. 9-4. And now let's see if Steve the Miz can make a big-time comeback here in this semifinal match. Winner goes on to play for the championship against the defending champ. They got a ball. Get the 5 out of the way.
He got a good shot.
All right, he's got a shot at the 1. He's got the 2 over on the left side. Is that a problem? Missed the 2 ball here?
Right.
Isn't that it? Yeah.
Okay, he'll play the one ball right in here, play the cue ball, I believe, out to this area right here, because the 2 will go in this pocket.
And the 3 is right in the middle of the table there. One, and just like you said, beautifully done. Nice position
Galing.
for the 2.
He wanted to be straight in.
Ganun
He's not
yung
quite
call
straight. He
ni,
may
ano,
have to play
body
the
hold.
2 and the 3 in the opposite.
Ganun nga ginawa
He may
niya.
have to play the 3 in this side instead of
Tapos
the other
yung
side.
dos
He may
dito
have
sa
just followed one
side,
rail up.
sa corner na to, dito sa kabila. Yun.
Tried to kick it out of the way.
He's in trouble. I think he can hit it. He may be able to slice it in.
Well, he can
Maliit lang
cut the
ang
3 in the
kita.
side, I
Yeah.
think, but he's going to be running, and I don't know if he can avoid that 8 ball or not. And the position is real tricky.
If he can hit it, he can cut it in.
He may try to hit the 8.
Beautiful. Oh,
Wala.
he made it.
Patay ka.
Look out, look out.
Nako.
Did he?
He overcut it, yeah.
Yeah, cut it.
Yeah. 3 balls all set. Here in Reyes again. He leads.
Wala na, ubos na naman
9-4.
yung ano. Efren to.
4 ball. Easy. 5.
Yeah, just shoot and stop.
Mm-hmm.
Pa.
5 up the other side. He'll stop. Put the 7 right back in the side.
Bibilib ka lang kay Efren sa mga tira niya. Minsan, sa side pocket, ang parang alanganin na sa side pocket, pero naipapasok niya doon.
8, 9. Looks like my kind of table now.
You don't want to get overconfident here. He needs to back over to the other side of the table so he can have an angle.
Yeah, but he'll do that easily, won't he? Look at that.
He's got an angle.
Will he play it off the rail and take it back up there for the 9-ball back down here?
Right, absolutely, exactly. He'll play it one rail across.
Yeah, he is so
ganda.
good with that cue ball.
It's so good
Boy, you
on that
can't
cue
give him
ball.
a break. He just takes it away from you.
Oo. Sabi mo kasi na
Leads Steve the Miz Mizerak in the semifinal
hindi mo pwedeng
competition.
bigyan ng
The Miz is down
opportunity
10-4,
kasi
and Reyes will go to the rack.
talagang sasamantalahin ni Efren.
Chance to win the
Pauupuin na lang yung kalaban.
We'll be back to see how it turns out.
Pag bigyan mo si Efren ng opportunity, pauupuin na lang yung kalaban.
Ready for the break. Needs one more game, one more rack to move to the championship. He's up 10-4. Amazing.
Oop! Pasok yung 9.
Made the 9-ball on the break, and that finishes that.
Ayan na,
In
game
somewhat
over.
regal fashion, Mizerak is up to congratulate him. And Reyes certainly was on top of his game here in this semifinal competition. As Reyes now will move on
Ang galing.
and challenge for the championship against
Championship na si Efren sunod.
Kim Davenport next week.
Ken
And there's the
Davenport ang
9-ball as
kalaban
it
niya.
falls in on the break. I believe the first time the 9-ball was made on the break in this
Oh,
match, gentlemen. And of
first
course,
time.
Reyes, who does it with a bit of
Pati si
flamboyance,
Steve
picked
hindi
that
naman
last
nakapasok ng
game. He
9
was
balls sa
up
break.
10-4 and made the 9-ball on the break to win it 11-4. We'll be back with the final comment. Well, it's going to be EFREN Reyes moving into the finals against Davenport. He's the defending champion. We're here with all of the contestants and all the participants, and we had a fine semifinal match for Steve Mizerak. It ended too soon. This is some kind of a player, this guy, Reyes.
Yes, he is. He played magically.
He did indeed. He's known as the magician, of course. Renando, would you
Magically. Magician nga.
congratulate EFREN for us and tell him how much we enjoyed watching him play?
Nagpapasalamat daw sila na enjoy sila nanonood sa mga laro mo ngayon.
Kaya nga ginagawa ko nga yung maganda pero para masiyahan sila.
Yeah, that's what he said. You try all his best to make his game to be real entertainment for all the audiences.
And of course, the videotape of this is being shown in his native Philippines. I was impressed not only with his skill at playing pool, because we've seen him before and he's magnificent at it, but he had the best of the breaks. I mean, he made 2-3 balls every time he broke the rack.
Yun nga daw yung mga break mo ngayon. Lahat ng mga break mo, puro pasok ng pasok.
Because I learn from everybody, the playful player, they break good. That's why I learn from them.
What he said was everybody plays good, so he's got to have a good break and knock a couple in. In fact, he kind of finished off this semifinal match by making the 9-ball, Nick Varner, on the break, didn't he? What a way to end it all.
Yeah, it was really, the break was kind of the dominating factor in the match. He just had marvelous breaks all the way through. Steve started off, he just played marvelous, and he's playing great and stuff, but Efrem just took it right away from him with the break. He just broke marvelous.
Buddy, we all agreed that the Miz was
Magaling na
back
si
on
Efren,
top of his
buenas
game
pa.
and in good form, and just didn't get a chance to play, though. I mean, you can't make balls if you're sitting over there in that chair, and Reyes wouldn't let him get to the table.
You're exactly right about that. The time when he did come to the table, he came with no shot. One time he came to the table, he was.
I love that. What did you think of when you were hooked up here around the corner, huh?
I said, oh no.
I'll tell you something else you said, too. I think when you made that combination and made the 9-ball, you said,
Kelly could make that.
let me read some of these statistics. 11-4. Balls pocketed, 82 for Reyes. Let me tell you, the Miz.
Nagbibiro lang naman yun eh. Palabiro din yan si Steve.
The Miz was way over 90% early on in this match and never really got to play. We mentioned the fact that a senior tour is in the offing and you're very much involved with it.
Yes, I'm organizing a senior tour for anybody over 50 years of age. I hate to say this, but Buddy Hall will be a part of that senior tour.
The rifleman, he's been chalking his cue.
And a couple other great players, Michael.
The
Brown, a few other
rifleman,
players,
si Buddy
and,
Hall.
Hopefully, when you see it in your magazine or in your paper or something, you'll come out and watch, or you'll call me because there'll be a number there for you to get in touch with me if you want to play. Anybody can play who's 50. Just call me, put your money up and belly up to the bar.
That's wonderful. I was going to bring up that
Why?
belly up.
Why?
Incidentally, how is your health and how's your back? Your fans want to know.
Very good. I'm in fine health, and except I have a sore throat this week and a little back pain. I haven't played this much in a long time.
That's right. And it is good to see you back. I know you've been very active in a lot of things, not the least of which is putting the senior tour together. But I think we said it on the telecast. What a treat it was and a pleasure to see you back in action. And I hope that you're back competing on a regular basis and playing in these title matches for many years to come.
I'll see you in January at Riviera Country Club.
right.
Get your sticks out, and I'm ready to play you some golf.
I tell you, I haven't got a chance against the Miz, whether it's golf or pool. Let me get back to Rolando and EFREN Reyes. Has he played Davenport? He's going to have to go against him in the championship. Has he played him in this tournament this week?
I don't think so. He didn't play Kim Davenport in this week.
Has he played Davenport before?
Oh yeah, he played Davenport before.
Not last year ago. Not this year.
Good
Last
player,
year.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah.
The semifinal match he had with Archer, EFREN, was something else again. It was magnificent. Tough, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I think it's a magnificent because before he's behind by like 5-6 games.
Yes, he was. In fact, he was down 9 games to 2 and 10 games to 5. And Archer sat there very much like the Miz did and couldn't do much about it. And here he wins it 11 to 10. EFREN, you're a magnificent champion. They say you must be among the best in the world, if not the best in the world. How big is pool in the Philippines? We understand it's very big, Rolando.
Yeah, pool is big back home, and not only that, probably is one of the top sport in our country right now.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, we've enjoyed watching you play. We wish you the very best in the championship match, EFREN, and I know it's going to be a dandy. Nick, our thanks to you, hometown boy here in Owensboro. You're doing such a fine job. Miz, you look great. What a pleasure.
Maybe you'll practice and play in the senior tour.
It could take a lot of practice, Steve. And, buddy, thank you so much for your kind comments and your observations. And, of course, we've got the big championship match coming up.
Di paano? Tapos na. Galing talaga ni Bata. Yung mga panahon na yan ang kinakatakutan ng mga ibang player. Pag nakasali si EFREN sa tournament, takot na takot yung ibang player na makalaban nila or makalaban sa game. Mahirap lusutan kasi napakagaling. Lalo na sa mga panahon na yun, yung taon na yun. Medyo kabataan pa na EFREN, 40 years old, medyo kalakasan pa yun. Bihirang makalusot ka doon pagka swerte mo na lang kung ano. Pero si EFREN 1994 tinalo niya si Nick Barner. 1995 ata nakatalo sa kanya, hindi gaanong kilala na US player. Bata pa. Ewan ko lang kung tama yung naalala ko. Okay po. Sa mga hindi pa nag-subscribe sa channel ko, paki-subscribe na lang. Paki-subscribe sa channel ko at paki-share na rin yung video ko. Maraming salamat uli sa panonood sa video ko. Hanggang sa susunod muli. Bye muna. Thank you. Bye-bye.